Okay, it should be going in. I think we're live. Grace and peace, family. Grace and peace. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. My hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Y'all know what it is. You're watching the Black Primetime, the Vicki Show on multiple platforms today. Thank you so much for joining us. But guess what? I'm not alone. I'm with another world shaker and history maker, Brother RlZZA Islam. Somebody put some black hands in the chat. Talk black to me. Brother RlZZA, would you please greet our worldwide audience and let them know that you are here live and direct?
You already know, family, your brother RlZZA Islam here. Whenever you see me and my sister together, you know it is going to be something quite revolutionary, evolutionary, and also solutionary. So I'm thankful to be with my sister again. And all I have to say is just get ready. Get ready. This is a very small sample, but again, I'm thankful to see everyone. And again, y'all need to give a hand to our sister as well for all the work that she is doing, because this is not easy.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, family. This is going to be a brief war briefing today. Both our brother and I have to get stuff knocked out, but you only have a couple of days really to register. You can go. The website is on the screen to register for this Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Our brother is going to give us an exclusive 9 p.m. Eastern, an exclusive webinar. And we're going to talk about family more solutions. We're going to give you more about what you need to know. I'm going to share with you some metaphysical principles, which I'm so excited about. And we're going to talk about how we can make a global impact, family. You don't want to miss it. Our brother has another very special announcement in just a few moments. So on the count of three, for those of you that haven't, please hit that thumbs up button. And I want you to share. When you touch the bottom of your screen, you will see that you're able to copy the link and share it. You can share it on your social media platforms. You can share it on text message, email, or however. Are you ready? Are you ready? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. So we're going to get right into it, family. We always know that at the right time, the right people will see this broadcast. You all know that they oftentimes have a shadow ban and the notifications don't go out, but we're going to get the video done, the broadcast done, and then we'll get it uploaded right after, okay? So just mark your calendars, register today so that you can get your seat this Sunday, January 23rd, 9 p.m. Eastern, an exclusive webinar. Family, we're talking about things offline because you all understand that unfortunately they're censoring us on too many platforms online. But the conversation must go on, baby. We've got to have a meeting of the minds with the world shakers and history makers, and that includes you. I said that includes you. So you can go to onpurposewithvicky.com. I believe the network finally has its website up and working now. So they're going to be registering folks at flynubianmastermind.com. Shout out to our moderators in the digital building. They're highlighted in blue. So they will have the links to where you can register, family. So please take note. You all can register there. Now, Brother RlZZA Islam, this Sunday, we're going to be talking more about what our people need to know concerning the global plague, as I call it, or the global emergency, right? You're one of the foremost researchers and voices on this subject for such a time as this. But you're going to be with us at 9 p.m. Eastern, which is why we're telling everybody to get their seats. It's an exclusive. But it's an exclusive in part because you're going to tell us other things that we need to know because of something that's happening in Washington, D.C. Sunday morning. What in the world is going on, brother?
Well, the first thing is, for those who may not know, the top scientists, the top medical professionals, those in this area and or arena who have been banned from social media platforms, who have been slandered in mainstream media, who have been attacked, who have been rolled up on in person by CNN and other mainstream networks, all of those who you have heard of will be in Washington, D.C. I want us to make this very clear. Imagine having all of the disinformation dozen, in the same room. Imagine having Robert Kennedy Jr., Peter Mercola, Robert Malone, the top scientists that you've heard of who are being slandered, Brother RlZZA, the researchers, Christina Parks, you name it, in the same location at one time.
Whoa.
That is what is taking place right now.
Did you all hear that, family? Our brother said this Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell us the original place you want them to meet you in D.C.
Washington Monument is where we'll start. Washington Monument. Now, mind you, over 100, and last number that I received of those who have registered to be there is over 120,000.
Whoa. Why is it that you are talking to our people about being there?
Because we have to make it known in person that we disagree with what Satan is doing. See, being on the front lines has layers to it. Some people are not able to physically be there. Like our sister Vicki, her energy on the digital realm is the same type of energy that we should have in the physical realm. If she could, she would be here physically in every single location. As a matter of fact, she has historically been in multiple areas doing this work, boots on the ground. But where she is now, she's not able to do that just yet. So she does it digitally.
Yes.
So those of us who are able to do it physically should do it physically if we sincerely want to change this condition. And as I said, sister, those who are showing up are the exact ones who have been slandered, who have been demonized, who have had their entire career attacked by mainstream media, by pharmaceuticals, you name it. And we are all, I'm talking about names. Just be ready. That's all I got to say. Be ready Sunday when you see who is there, when you see the names, when you see the scientists, when you see the doctors, when you see the lawyers, when you see all these people on the same stage. And you're not going to believe how it happened because, again, only God can make something like this happen. Seriously. And the minister himself gave me specific instructions when I get here what to do, because CNN will be covering it. That has been confirmed. Fox will be covering it. That has been confirmed. The Final Call will be covering it. That has been confirmed. You mainstream media, underground media, the conscious media, you know, the black grassroots, everybody's going to be here. Melanated People, the founder of Melanated People's app will be here to cover it. That's it. Some of the contributors to Fly Nubian Queen and Your Black World, they're all going to be here. It's not a small thing.
And brother, you said the other day, family, we're going to do this very quickly now so I can get the broadcast uploaded so other folks can see it as well. But family, make sure that you hit that thumbs up button wherever you're watching us and share this broadcast. Moderators, go ahead and put the link in the chat. Also, family, if you're going to meet our brother in Washington, D.C., which we hope that you can, if you can't, make sure 3 other people show up in your place, as he would say. Right. But we want you to let Brother RlZZA know that you're coming by going to his website at RlZZAislam.com. The mods are putting your link in the chat. So let him know that you're going to be there. I told you, you're the new world shakers and history makers. And this is an opportunity for us, family, to take this revolution off the page and put it on the stage of life. It gives you an opportunity to put boots on the ground in a real way, family. You said something interesting the other day, Brother RlZZA, because we know folks talk about marching and we know the limitations to marching. Thank God for some of the marches that brought attention to stuff. But we know that as the war changes, we got to shift with the war and certain things are not as effective. But you said that this is not just marching from, the Washington Monument to Lincoln Memorial. You said to me that this is a global what?
This is a global declaration that we are making. See, don't get it twisted, because 9 times out of 10, the people who demonize marching are the ones who have never really participated in it to begin with.
Come on.
Okay, number 1. Number 2, there has to be a purpose for marching. And too many people who have done these recent marches in the last 5 to 7 years haven't necessarily done it all the way through to the final purpose, which is for actual change to occur. Boycotting, removing money from certain locations, building up your own business, building up your own this or that. That's the ultimate end. The separation is the last and final part, okay, of a march. Not just to hold up signs and say, yeah, we don't like this, blah, blah. No, there has to be some productive, tangible benefits that go towards our people if we are not given justice. So this is a declaration. When we get to the Lincoln Memorial, which is where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. made his I Have a Dream speech.
Come on.
When we get to this stage, it is the scientists. Again, I have to make this very clear. This has never happened before.
Come on.
This has never happened before. These are people who are used to being in labs. These are people who are used to testing on different chemicals, etc., to help people or to find better ways, with medicines and different ways to help people with their physical ailments. These people are not used to coming out front.
Come on.
And now they're forced to, because they are unwilling to allow a government to tyrannically take control of the people. And they are combining and uniting with the activists and researchers to stand up and say, listen, we are not going to accept what this system is doing. So we're declaring something. We're making it known to the world. We're just letting you know so that you can understand. And if you try to come at us over here in New York, in Cali, in Texas, wherever, Florida, just know you will be met with resistance. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that if they attempt to force this on us, we will take that as a declaration of war. And what is the result? Over 120,000 people so far, that's the last number I got 3 days ago.
My God.
Have said they will physically be here. Security has been ramped up. Multiple news outlets have reached out to me to interview me, Sister Vicki, and I said, no, I'm not interested.
But you're here with us.
I'm here with you.
And then you're giving us the exclusive Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
We want them to go to On Purpose with Vicki. First show up in D.C.
Yes.
First show up in D.C. And right after, at 9 p.m. Eastern, our brother is giving the Vicki Show, the humble Vicki Show, the exclusive. Brother RlZZA,
the first one to get anything will be this show. I want y'all to know Vice reached out to me. I said no.
Whoa.
I told my team, I said, no, let them know. No, they wanted to get something before. I said, no, maybe you can get something after, maybe.
Wow.
But they're all coming. CNN will be coming. Fox will be coming. All of them will be wanting to get an exclusive interview. I said, maybe after some time. But the first group, the first show, the first sister who will get this exclusively is my sister, Vicki. So y'all got to.
Oh, no. We bow to you, our brother. And we thank you so much for that. We're so excited. And we're honored because we're going to be sharing some important information. Brother RlZZA, I know you only have a few more minutes. And I want us to talk. I want you to hear something that just went down. Family, first of all, let me tell you something. When you register at onpurposewithvicki.com, and like I said, I think the network finally has the link up. So you can also register at FlyNubianMastermind.com. FlyNubianMastermind.com. We're going to tell you more about what you need to know concerning this global emergency. We're going to give you more solutions. Family, we gave you solutions last time. Our brother is not using his time, his research, and literally putting his life and limb on the line for us to give us this information for us not to implement it.
Yes.
I want you to do the things that you hear. Of course, we always tell you, you can consult with your doctors. We always put that disclaimer out there. You don't have to consider this to be medical advice directly to you, although this is based on scientific information, based on facts and based on research. We always throw that out there because I cover me and I cover this beautiful brother in your decision making. We here at the Vicki Show don't hide you going to the CDC.gov. We tell you to go there and do the research. But brother, I tell them when they do that, head on over to NOI.org and look at the 2-part series called Beyond Tuskegee. Somebody talk black to me. Yeah, real quick. Thank you, homegirl, that's watching us on Your Black World. Will there be a live stream on FNQ or NOI website? Not on FNQ. The way that you can tap in, dear sister, is by registering at onpurposewithvicki.com. Go to my store. That's how you'll get access to the Zoom link, or FlyNubianMastermind.com. We will make the replay later, available later for you as well. Just FYI, we're having the conversation, family, offline because I need our brother to be free to give us all of the solutions without them yanking down the show, without them yanking down the broadcast, and for us to get deep in what we want to talk about without hindrance. So that's the reason why you're not going to see necessarily a live on the traditional platforms, beloved. Do you understand? So I want us to get into a little something. This issue, this global plague, brother, is affecting jobs, governments around the world, businesses, grocery stores, the pharmaceutical industry, scientific industry, the educational industry, the military,
absolutely,
family life. law enforcement,
Mm-hmm.
judiciary,
Mm-hmm.
religion. There is no area of life that this particular issue does not touch.
Correct.
This is the reason, family, it is so extraordinarily important that you tap in, because Brother RlZZA, I'm going to talk about what Spirit showed me, what this is really about from a spiritual level.
Mm-hmm.
This is important because you know what? It's more than, somebody just said that they end up losing their job behind this. This is what we're talking about, family. This is real stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're telling you about self-determination, doing for self, now you all understand the urgency of when we say have additional forms of income and those kinds of things. On my end, we have at least 3 nations, including the U.S., that's registered to tap in. So they want to hear what you have to say, brother, around the world on this issue. But I want you to listen to something that I just heard today. And Brother RlZZA, I want you to end the show in just a few moments. After you listen to this, I want you to end the show with whatever you think we need to know and admonish us. Would you do that?
Absolutely.
Let me just do this disclaimer. Copyright Act under 1976 allowances made for purposes such as fair use, criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. I always read that whenever I do some audio or some video footage of some news. This is Roland Martin's show. Now I'm going because of my guest.
Come on, sister, go ahead.
Only because of Brother lSLAM, who's a gentleman, and I don't want him to get caught up in my warfare with the URO. I speak for myself. I'm not going to put him in the mix. So Roland Martin, let's talk black to me. We show respect to our guests. So the Roland Martin brother just did a show. And as we know, this is not about even taking it personally. I make fun of him and stuff like that all the time because of his hate toward black people and him cussing us out and calling us simple Simon mother effers. That's why I give him this word, because I treat him like an enemy. But I want to get serious on this, what I want to show right now. He brought on a guest, a black doctor, who he clearly presumed was going to do the traditional talking points. This is just in, Brother RlZZA. I want you to listen. And I want the family to listen. You know why I want them to listen? Because Roland publicly named you. Roland has publicly named me, disrespected me, said I had a wig, I got braids, but he dogged my hair and did a bunch of other stuff, just ugly stuff. And that's why it don't hurt my feelings at all. But anyway, because of how we're raising up our people with inspiration and information. Brother, folks like Roland, my issue is if you want to take the stab, that's you, right? My issue, brother, is why is it that they don't have a problem with the way some of our lives have been mandated, destroyed? Why is it that they're not speaking up against alternative voices like yourself? Because me being someone that understands illness, it's always advocated and championed to get a secondary opinion.
Correct. That's
It's always, come on. It's always advocated to get a tertiary opinion or an alternative opinion. This is the only situation in recent history where it's demonized when you bring on an alternative opinion.
Come on.
You're talking about other doctors and scientists, but they're silencing them. Guess what just happened on the show?
Come on.
He brought on a black doctor who he thought was getting ready to push the, you know what, Brother RlZZA, the doctor sound like you a little bit. Watch this. Live. And I want you to come in. I'm not going to play the whole thing, just a few seconds here and there. Family, I want y'all to listen. Let me know if you can hear.
In person, it will be in-person ceremony, but there will be no audience. And so basically, no one's going to be there. Will there be an Essence Festival this summer? What does this all impact? Will we see conventions actually take place?
Here we go.
Actually take place. All of those questions we're still with 2 years after. 2 years after COVID hit the United States, hit the world in such a huge way. And so so our goal has been to talk to people who live this, what they live. This is what they do. This is what they study. This is what they've been going through. And so joining us right now is one of those very experts joining us from Baja, California. Roland, of course, you've been seeing, of course, him on social media. You've been seeing him talk about this with his videos. And so, again,
I intentionally stop it for certain reasons for the platform. So, family, don't get frustrated when I stop and go doing my commentary in between. That keeps us safe on the networks. Watch this. His name, family, is Dr. Lane Rolling, R-O-L-L-I-N-G, right? Now, I'm not here to endorse his entire career and every single thing that this man stands for. What I want you to listen is something interesting that he says publicly. Listen.
Is the director of clinical education and research, tropical pathology, and infectious disease association. So that means, Doc, you got credentials. First and foremost, I want to start there. It has to be crazy to watch these TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook doctors, folks who never study.
Now I'm gonna stop there because I gotta skip, brother. We gotta finish this. You gotta go. You already know what that's about, but I'm not gonna go there, right?
Come on.
I'm skipping, okay? I wanted you to listen because he blesses the doctor by saying you got credentials. He disses folks like us, right? We know who he's talking about mostly. I'm not pointing fingers at him, but we know who he's really talking about. But we're gonna leave it alone, right? I'm fast forwarding it, family, because this is a long show. His broadcast. Listen to this part, brother RlZZA and family.
Oh, he's setting himself up.
Set himself up.
And I got something to say about that too, about who called him.
No.
What's that, sir?
And I have something to say about who called him and told him to bring me on his show. I know exactly who it was.
Lord have mercy.
And they know me personally. So go ahead. I'm going to make sure I give you that exclusive.
Wow, I can't wait for that.
I don't want to say, don't give them the true information. The whole battle with Fauci and Birch, no, you can't talk, the chemical stuff. And so what's hard is when the people who you want to trust,
watch this,
in a national emergency are not actually trying to really deal with it because it might cost me the election. And so when you say the reset, the problem now is it's people like, oh, now you can't trust the government, can't trust Fauci, can't trust Biden. So the sources that we normally would want to trust, bruh, I got black people like, nah, bruh, you can't trust them doctors. And I got black doctors. Well, they bought up on the pharmaceutical. I'm like, well, who the hell you listen to then? I'm like, if your ass gets sick, you gonna listen to that black doctor.
Here we go, family.
Well, I agree with you on that. But the point is that there's a guy named Dr. Lane Rowan that's been doing this real time for 30 years. I just happen to be in the jungle. And the reality is, you're right. It became a political narrative. Fauci made critical mistakes. This is a respiratory disease. You wear a damn mask. Breathe, whatever the name was.
Did you hear what he said about Fauci?
Come on.
This is Dr. Lane Rowan.
Come on.
He said it's a political issue, all right. He said Fauci, this is not RlZZA. This is not Vicki. Listen.
She was not out in rural Arkansas or Louisiana talking to Big Mama in a trailer house about how to decrease transmission. You're right. That narrative is gone. The virus is out of control. The vaccine was supposed to be one solution. It's not going to work. Different mutations. The reality.
Come on. Say it again.
Okay, hush, Vicki. I don't want y'all to think I'm adding nothing to what he said. He did this live, and Roland started stuttering in his whole team. Y'all listen.
Come on.
Clock back and get back to basic understanding of infectious disease control. Biosafety security protocol. What is the function of testing? Explain to people what testing can do. Explain to people what quarantine means. Explain to people how long transmission is, how long you're infected. Understanding the role of viruses in this new world and how, if we continue this pace, we're going to have thousands of more mutations coming down the road. Don't make no mistake about it. Omicron is just the beginning.
Come on.
Now we have an expert from North Carolina A&T.
Watch this.
Look at genetic sequence. I believe in facts, science, and medicine. I'm not in the field of true. Do we do gain of function on different diseases? Absolutely. But you have to realize the virus is doing its own gain of function by doing mutations itself to survive natural barriers of selection.
Listen.
So when we actually look at the genetic pattern of the actual Wuhan and Alpha strain, it has not been manipulated. We can look at your genetic sequence and tell.
Hold on, family. Let me skip. I want you to hear this.
Then when you play it against these new mutations, the Omicron is probably 0. And this is reality, because you cannot have a vaccine that has multiple capabilities. You have to have a vaccine for the alpha strain.
I'm stopping here. You know why, brother? That's what he said live on Roland's show. Roland asked him, was he vacationed? Guess what he said when he asked if he was vacationed?
Nope.
This doctor said he's not vacationed. He said, not me. Quote his name. We don't give misinformation on these platforms. Dr. Lane Roland said he has 6 degrees. Roland went so far as to ask him, where was he educated, brother? His team. They could not refute what he said. So they started asking the doctor, where did you go to school? He has 6 degrees, Brother RlZZA. He teaches a master class. He teaches in Germany. He teaches in the jungles. And he was educated in part in these United States of America. He humiliated them. And he went so far as to say why the variants are popping up. We're going to lead our offline conversation to tell the people what the doctor said. I'm going to play you more. Brother RlZZA, I know you got to go. I got to go in a few minutes. Brother, tell us, what are your thoughts so far?
The first thing I'm going to let everyone know and understand is there's a reason why the #1 group of people on the planet who are not vacation happen to be the most educated and are PhD holders. The #1 group of people who are pushing against it, who are not taking it, who are not negotiating anything with nobody, are the most educated about it. So those who are, make this very clear, the least educated are the most vacationed.
Wow.
But the most educated are the least vacationed.
Wow.
This is basics. This is why I just let these Negroes talk. You're going to talk yourself into a hole because everything you said has been documented. It's all on video.
That's
it's all
right.
on audio. It's all on record. So the moment you finally decide, as you will, because you inevitably have no choice because it is too tempting not to, and your ratings are thirsty,
come on,
you are going to reach out to brothers like myself, sisters like herself, and others who have been telling you this from the very damn beginning. And guess what? All of you are not going to get an interview from us. You're going to have to retract statements. You're going to have to apologize. You're going to have to make up for what you did. You're going to have to atone. You're going to have to apologize to all the people for promoting the poison from your enemy. It's a lot of things you're going to have to do before we just jump up and say, yay, let me get on your platform. No, I told you. Farrakhan told you.
Come on.
We all told you. And you said, well, you ain't got no degrees. Well, people with degrees told you.
Come on.
The hell are you talking about? So no, sister, let me just make this clear. The information that we are going to drop on Sunday night,
listen, y'all,
a lot of it is information that you have not heard. A lot of it is information that is going to help you when it comes to the forewarning of the future plans of what they are pushing to do.
Wait a minute. Wait, brother. You're going too fast on that. Did y'all hear what our brother just said? Did you all hear what this frontline soldier, this world shaking, this history maker just told us? This man who is convening along with the top voices, researchers, doctors, scientists on this issue. He said he's going to tell us stuff we haven't heard before.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he's going to tell us information about what the next coming phase or plan.
Correct. And mind you, sister, the reason why I don't get emotionally caught up or flustered, I don't get caught up on anything that any of these ignorant Negroes say is because you're not involved in the science.
Come on now.
You don't know. You are Negroes who are working on behalf of your enemy due to your ignorance.
Come on.
So you're easily able to be used as a tool and a slave.
My God.
Easily. So while I'm here with the scientists who acknowledge me, validate me, validate the minister, validate everything that we're saying, you are down here with some Negroes who are like the step and fetch it, well, I would say the rejects from the scientific community and the ones who bow down to the enemy, while I'm here with the legitimate ones getting the data and have been getting the data since 2013.
Come on now.
I don't know where you this incessant thirst to please your enemy and to be, looked upon as some prestigious person in Satan's world. His world is over. You need to get with the program. Understand that. So that's why, Sister Sunday, the world will change after Sunday.
Say that one more time. What you say?
The world will change after Sunday, if it is God's will. I believe so. This is my sincere belief, because I've been working on this for nearly 10 years of my life personally on this subject.
Come on.
So we've been fighting for this. So no, ma'am. That's why I'm happy to hear that. You know, I'm happy to hear the doctor correct the brother. I'm happy to just to see that.
Brother RlZZA, I couldn't let you hear the rest. It was so, look, I don't play about the URO. I almost felt sorry for you. I almost, you know why? Because he was so smooth with it. He just knew that he was finna push the vacations. And when he said the total opposite, humiliate him. And then when he asked him about the vacations, should people get it? He said, I'm gonna leave it up to the people. So he cut him off because he didn't like that. He said, well, answer this. Are you? He said, I am not. And he went so far as to say how it was asinine to create such a thing in the middle of a pandemic. He said it.
Come on.
Brother RlZZA, one more thing. It just makes you look too right, Brother RlZZA. It's making you look a little too right, brother. It's making it make more sense about why the White House literally targeted you among others. Family, hit that thumbs up button, share, and make sure that you get ready to go register right now on purposewithvicky.com. And if the network's got the website up, go to flynubianmastermind.com. The moderators are putting it in the chat while we're talking. Brother RlZZA, couple more minutes. Let us know when you got to go. I know you got to go in a few minutes. Last little link, and I want you to take it.
Yes, ma'am.
Infected, we're going to have neutralizing antibodies for 6 months. If you go down the vaccine road, you will be getting booster shots 4 or 5 for the next 50 years. And that's going to be a whole different story, too.
Pause that.
Again, so walking.
I didn't say it. I didn't.
Wait a minute. Did he say you'll be getting booster shots for the next 50 years?
That ain't all he said, Brother RlZZA.
Walking through that, because, again, we've had infectious disease experts like Dr. Tyson Bell on.
Roland is stuttering because he said we've had other people that are experts too, and they said, watch this.
Who says absolutely get vaccinated? Stephen A. Smith.
Listen, brother.
Doctors told
we're almost done.
Had he not been vaccinated, he would have died from COVID. But one of the things that he said in talking about that, he said how different people react different ways. He said his sister smokes multiple packs a day. He said she had COVID for 3 or 4 days. She was fine. He had to be hospitalized and almost died.
I've got to skip because he's doing a lot of filibustering because he's nervous. But just listen to this next part. It's interrelated to this. We'll listen to more Sunday Family because I can't let you listen to the whole thing right now. But listen to what he says on this, Brother RlZZA, and you take it from here as we end the show. Everybody go register while you listen. The context of this part is Roland trying to ask him what about all of his other Black experts that came on saying to get the juice. And not only that, listen to what the doctor says in response to that. Oh my God. I can't let you listen to everything, just a little bit.
They're going to keep going down because there is no long-term immunity to any coronavirus. I teach this stuff. I'm a professor of virology. On my exams, there's no long-term immunity to coronavirus, period. What book are they reading? They're damn sure not reading Dr. Rowland's clinical virology or clinical immunology, and they're damn sure not taking my master's course in virology. So I don't know where they're coming up with this information, but it's not correct, not based on any medical book. I got 6 degrees. So
6 degrees of separation.
Oh my God. Talk to us, brother.
Okay, you know what I get embarrassed about is how you want this enemy to be so right. Because you have attacked families, you've attacked other Black people, you've attacked athletes, you've attacked actors, you've attacked mothers, you've attacked fathers, you attack the conscious activists, the people who are the spiritual leaders. You've attacked everybody in efforts to make yourself look right so that you can say massa and I'm doing a good job. And guess what? You have only solidified yourself to be a class A, grade A, coonery clown.
Oh, come on.
You sold out so willingly, bent over backwards for your enemy, and you will now have to make up for everything that you have said. Everything. And you can't do it. The people won't trust you no more.
That's right.
The people are not going to listen to you anymore. They're not going to have nothing to say about you other than you are a damn clown.
Come on.
And now you have people get on here who had integrity, because the other misconception is that just because you have a medical degree, that means you know about science. No,
right.
The people who know the truth about this to the very core are the scientists, not the medical professionals. Whoa. Scientists teach medical professionals, not the other way around.
Oh, have
So
mercy.
if you want the facts, you have to go to the scientists and the science. And in the scientific community, the vast majority of them have stated this is a mistake. This is one of the greatest horrific moves that we have committed on humanity.
Wow.
This is something that we will regret. This is going to cause damage and immune escape across the entire planet. People are not going to be able to boost their own immune system naturally anymore after this, etc., etc. So again, Roland, along with a laundry list of other Negroes who I have been patiently not saying anything about yet, because I said I'm going to let you destroy yourself.
Come on.
And after this, I guarantee you, sister, he, along with all the rest of them, are going to reach out to interview your brother in an effort to try to make things up, when the reality is I'm not coming on the show soft. I'm not coming on the show kumbaya. Oh,
Come
yes,
on.
sir. I'll be polite. But I'm going to make it very clear that you should have told the truth.
Come on.
You should have asked the right questions.
Come
You
on.
should have been fair. Why did you do this? And now what? What are you going to say to all the people who you helped to be fed to Satan? What are you going to say to them?
My.
So I'm not, again, we're not going to go too far, but there you have it. That's all I got to say to the family. There you have it. And just know it's going to get worse. And the scientists themselves are the only ones who I hang out with, the only ones who I get my data from, the ministers who I follow. So the spiritual aspect is where we come from first. We come from the spiritual first. We know what this is. And then we use science to validate to those who need to hear it in those terms why God is real, why Satan is real, and where this war is going. So no, sister, Sunday, everybody should go ahead and register at onpurposewithbiggie.com for that. And also, if you're going to be at the rally, I recommend you send the link RlZZA to as many people as possible so that we can get a head count of as many of the melanated family who will be here. As I said, over 120,000 people have registered to physically be here on Sunday.
And what I love about our brother is Brother RlZZA has already told us, white folks are going to be there. Other people groups are going to be there. And family, that's important, because in this particular issue, it's going to ultimately serve us all on that. But our brother's trying to make sure that who's repped. He wants to make sure that you are there, front and center. So family, we know that we're disproportionately targeted and affected by a lot of this in so many ways. So family, if you can be there, be there. And like our brother told us the other day on my Instagram live, he said, if you can't be there, he said, send 3 other people in your place.
That's right.
This is the moment. This is the time. Brother RlZZA, I feel so amazing because I know it's difficult. This is not easy.
Not at all.
Just like birthing a child is not easy. When you're birthing a baby, there's pain, there's bloodshed, there's inconvenience. But guess what? That means there's a new creation, a new being coming into the earth realm. I want us to know that we're birthing a new reality, a new world where the people that's listening to you, brother, is going to lead based on freedom, justice, and divine equity. And we want you to be a part of it. Family, do you not know that some of the difficulty that you've gone through, who knows if spirit caused you to be born for such a time as this? Brother RlZZA, you didn't go through what you went through. Your decade of research in this field as an activist, 20-some years as an activist, at least a decade in this field, who knows if it was not for such a moment as this, dear brother? And that's why I can't wait for Sunday in DC, 10 o'clock in the morning, but also register today for the exclusive 9 p.m. Eastern at onpurposewithbiggie.com. I want every one of you to be there, every one of you all to share. This is our time. Do not miss this knowledge. Family, it's written in Hosea. It says that my people perish not for lack of money.
Come on.
Not for lack of social media influence, not for lack of conglomerate influence, mainstream conglomerate influence, not for lack of governmental power, parliamentary power. It says my people perish for lack of knowledge. And Brother RlZZA, what did you say you're going to give us this Sunday again?
Knowledge and solutions. Exclusive knowledge and solutions.
Close it out for us, brother.
Understand that this is that time, period, whether if you know it or not, where talking is not enough, complaining is not enough, just saying things here or there is not enough. We have to make it clear. We have to take a stand. There are periods of time in every generation where a stand must be taken, not asked for, not begged for. We must take it. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan did not speak light words when he warned everybody. He warned the Pope. He warned the president at the time. He warned the leader of China. He warned the leaders of Africa. He warned all the brothers and sisters in the islands. He warned all of us in America and all of those across the planet that this is coming directly from Satan. And if we do not stand up against this, then we may not survive. We have to end it now. This generation cannot give it to another one.
Woo! This generation can't give it to another. If that's you, some of you get mad at me because y'all know I have to switch up my language online. I don't go very deep in stuff, and our brother is being very kind. That's why we're taking it offline, family, and we're going to give you what you need to know. He said he's going to share information that you haven't heard yet. He's going to let you know what's coming, and we're going to give you solutions. Don't you dare miss this for you, your family, your babies. It's a reasonable amount. It's worth the simple investment because guess what? You are the new world leaders. You need the right information, don't they, Brother RlZZA?
Yes, absolutely.
You need the what? The right information. You know what? For the modicum amount for this, how much do we pay for cable every month? How much do we pay for internet every month to be lied to? You can't just talk about no social media. You can't tell me that Fox News is an upstanding network.
Come on.
You cannot tell me that CNN and MSNBC have been proven to restrict the voices of Black people. It was all of the major networks, Brother RlZZA, that helped to lie to us for a war in our day.
Come on.
So don't you sit up here and try to act like everybody that's just on social media. I acknowledge that there are toxic areas on social media, but I say there are toxic areas, propaganda and lies on all media, but it's up to us how we use it. Don't get it twisted. They don't like us utilizing these resources because we remove the middleman.
Come on.
They don't control it. Talk black to me. So they try to lump us all in the same category with what they call the right-wing nut jobs and so-called conspiracy theorists. No, we don't do that. We're not going to get misinformation. So we're taking the conversation offline. We want you to be there. We can't wait to see you. Brother RlZZA, we thank you so much for being here. Give us the last couple of words and we're out of here.
I love you, family. Just know that you must love yourself. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that we must love our people more than they hate themselves. And if you sincerely want to demonstrate to the world that you love yourself, then you will stand up for yourself, do something for yourself, and overtly, blatantly protect yourself.
Come on.
No more talking about it. We must be about it. I'm going to see you on DC, 10 a.m., the Washington Monument. We are going to be at the Lincoln Memorial by 12:30. You will see a number of people, scientists, religious leaders, activists, etc., basically letting you know that we are not accepting this. Doesn't matter if you took it or not. You are welcome. Republican, Democrat, you're welcome. Black and white, you're welcome. Moor, Hebrew Israelite. I want us all, the 5% nation of God's on earth. I want the nation of Islam. I want everybody who is from the melanated diaspora to be there because everybody else is going to be counted.
Come on.
I need us to be counted.
Come on.
So y'all need to be there. Pull up in large numbers. Don't make no excuse. Be warm. Get warm because it might be cold. Yeah. I'm gonna see y'all soon, and then that night be here with my sister and myself on purpose with Vicki.com. And you do not want to miss it because a lot of what I'm going to give out to her there, I probably won't be giving to anyone else for quite some time.
Wow. Well, we certainly thank you so much. We're so honored. We bless you. You're busy, man. You got to go. We thank you for these moments. We thank you for collaborating with us. Our prayers are with you and many of us. I'm expecting you all to be there with him. We can't wait to see you. Thank you so much, dear brother.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you so much, family. Share this broadcast. Love y'all so much. I'm your sister with the curly braids. I bow to you. You are my bliss. I can't wait to see you again.
Peace.